A brass key sits beside my coffee cup. It turned the lock on our first apartment door. I run my thumb along the tarnished edge, and 30 years fade out across the floor. The yellowed paper in the narrow hall, the way you laughed when winter turned the air. I sit here in the quiet kitchen glow and feel your gentle presence sitting there. The pendulum swings slow against the wall. I press the cold piece close inside my hand. You cannot turn a rusted lock today, but holds a world that two could understand. We traded copper coins for simple dreams and danced to static records in the dark. I kept this peace when time moved on its way to save our youth before we lost the spark. Now every quiet afternoon brings back the tender grace of days we cannot track. The tea grows lukewarm on the maple wood. I trace the notch where iron met the frame. You always said old objects keep a soul, and when I touch this brass I hear your name. We left that tiny hall so long ago, forgot the key was tucked inside a chest. Yet finding it today brings back the warmth of every single hour we were blessed. The pendulum swings slow against the wall. I press the cold piece close inside my hand. It cannot turn a rusted lock today, but holds a world that two could understand. We traded copper coins for simple dreams and danced to static records in the dark. I kept this peace when time moved on its way to save our youth before we lost the spark. Now every quiet afternoon brings back the tender grace of days we cannot track. Decades take the house and strip the paint. Streets change their names as years roll soft and slow. Yet in my palm this little bit of metal remembers everything we used to know. I lay the key down on the lace tablecloth. The evening light settles warm upon the floor. I close my eyes and take a quiet breath and walk right through that old apartment door. always takes me back to summers when we never walked alone. You held a baseball mitt stuffed in your coat and talked about the towns we would see. The asphalt steam beneath our sneakers then, when staying out late was still free. We saved up pennies in a coffee can and wished the ticking clock would pause. Now every engine humming past my door reminds me of the kids we were. We bought 2 grape sodas behind the Texaco and shared a wooden bench until the street lights glowed. You laughed so hard, you spilled it on your favorite shoes and swore that we would never lose this open road. I keep that silver memory like an unspent dime, waiting for your footsteps at the end of time. A trolley horn blares 3 blocks over, a distant tune floating through the screen. I wonder if you still play that old guitar, or if you settle down in Aberdeen. Your mother used to call us from the porch before the evening air turned cold. I find myself listening for your whistle now, though both of us are growing old. Time stole the corner shop and paved the field. It changed the names on every neon sign. But when a tire splashes through a puddle here, I hear your laugh come marching back in line. We bought 2 grape sodas behind the Texaco and shared a wooden bench until the street lights glowed. You laughed so hard, you spilled it on your favorite shoes and swore that we would never lose this open road. I keep that silver memory like an unspent dime, waiting for your footsteps at the end of time. The street goes quiet as the dusk comes in. I drop 2 nickels in my pocket now. If you ever pass through this town again, my friend, we will sit right down and pay that debt somehow. Yes, we will pay that debt somehow. Burnt sugar drifted through the kitchen screen, where Arthur watched the fading neighborhood. He wiped the counter till the pine was clean and stacked the firewood where it always stood. his coat was folded on the velvet chair, a lingering fragrance filling up the room. The porch light flickered on at 5:30. He checked the mailbox by the garden gate. He kept every single quiet habit alive, never once complaining that the hour grew late. He poured sweet milk into a silver pot and set 2 mugs upon the tablecloth, remembering how she liked it steamy hot, while outside settled like a gentle moth. The record player spun a melody, and Arthur held a shadow in his mind. Her knitted sweater hangs behind the door, with lavender still clinging to the wool. He doesn't walk the boardwalk anymore, though every evening cup is poured out full. He reads the paper by the yellow lamp and turns the pages carefully and slow. The porch light flickered on at 5:30. He checked the mailbox by the garden gate. He kept every single quiet habit alive, never once complaining that the hour grew late. He poured sweet milk into a silver pot and set 2 mugs upon the tablecloth, remembering how she liked it steamy hot, while outside settled like a gentle moth. The record player spun a melody, and Arthur held a shadow in his mind. 40 years can pass within a single night, when every corner keeps a little trace. He turns the dial to catch the warm blue light and speaks her name into the open space. He poured sweet milk into a silver pot and set 2 mugs upon the tablecloth, remembering how she liked it steamy hot, while outside settled like a gentle moth. The record player spun a melody, and Arthur held a shadow in his mind. He leaves the porch light burning in the dark, the teacups cool beside the kitchen sink. He hears a distant dog begin to bark and closes up his eyes to sit and think. The house grows quiet in the autumn air. 2 mugs stay waiting on the wooden chair. hours stayed completely still until a sudden thought of you broke through the room. Dusty light fell sideways on the windowsill, and lilac-scented air began to bloom. I put my book down gently on the floor, listening for a knock upon the door. The grandfather clock keeps counting down the years. The velvet curtain holds a shade of gold. Every quiet shadow softly disappears, unfolding stories that were never told. You stepped across the porch in 1972, with silver on your sleeves and water on your shoe. We turned the record player low and let the needle glide, while autumn pushed the red oak leaves outside. The kettle hums against the copper stove. A silver spoon rests beside a china bowl. I walk along the silent pine grove, where long ago you took my hand and made me whole. The afternoon goes pale behind the trees, swept away by a gentle Sunday breeze. The photo frame is sitting right in place. The hallway runner wears a faded line. I trace the classic angle of your face and catch the moment when your eyes met mine. You stepped across the porch in 1972, with silver on your sleeves and water on your shoe. We turned the record player low and let the needle glide, while autumn pushed the red oak leaves outside. Old photographs can only catch the light. They cannot keep the warmth upon your skin. But when the house settles for the night, I unlock the porch and let the music in. You stepped across the porch in 1972, with silver on your sleeves and water on your shoe. We turned the record player low and let the needle glide, while autumn pushed the red oak leaves outside. Don't move the blue armchair from where it stands. Leave the porch light burning in the dark. I still hear music played by young familiar hands, as twilight settles softly on the park. Where do the old records go when nobody listens? I ask the wall clock, but the second hand just turns. My mind drifts off to that afternoon by the railway line. watching red boxcars roll past under a blue October sky. You had grease on your cuff and a peppermint in your jaw, thinking we had all the time the world could ever hold. One thought tumbles into another like dry autumn leaves. A sweater you lost, a porch light left burning late at night. I reach for a memory and pull up 3 different years at once. We saved every penny inside a blue velvet shoebox on the top shelf, then spent it on gasoline to drive down to the boardwalk by midnight. You laughed at the rain while the neon signs flickered like broken stars. And somehow those plain wooden benches felt warmer than any parlor rug. The road stretched ahead without a single turn we had to plan. Did somebody turn off the street lamps on Main Street early? I was thinking about your sister's wedding in '68. The lemon cake spilled on the grass, the fiddler missing a beat. Funny how the mind skips tracks like an old needle on vinyl, landing right back on the day you bought that silver pocket watch. One memory leaks through the ceiling of another afternoon. A wooden screen door slamming shut in the heat of July, and the smell of fresh rain hitting hot pavement long ago. We saved every penny inside a blue velvet shoebox on the top shelf, then spent it on gasoline to drive down to the boardwalk by midnight. You laughed at the rain while the neon signs flickered like broken stars. And somehow those plain wooden benches felt warmer than any parlor rug. The road stretched ahead without a single turn we had to plan. There is no sequence to the things that linger in this room, just a sudden flash of when a coat's hung up in the hallway, and the sound of your boots shaking off the snow by the coal stove. I do not know why I remember the sugar bowl first today. We saved every penny inside a blue velvet shoebox on the top shelf, then spent it on gasoline to drive down to the boardwalk by midnight. You laughed at the rain while the neon signs flickered like broken stars. And somehow those plain wooden benches felt warmer than any parlor rug. The road stretched ahead without a single turn we had to plan. The kettle starts to steam on the back burner now. I place 2 mugs on the oilcloth table like I always do. The evening train whistles far across the river valley. I let my mind wander until the kitchen turns quiet again. heavy oak chair presses deep into the rug, holding 80 years of weary bones tonight. I sit down slow and pour a cup of tea and write a letter in the yellow light. Young man with big plans and restless eyes, he ran so fast to reach where I am now. He thought every storm was a mountain to climb, and never took breath to enjoy your sweet time. Don't spend your young dollars on silver and gold, just hold on to Mary before she grows old. The world won't collapse if you put down the load, and beauty stays waiting beside the dirt road. I promise those heartbreaks will soften to grace, so slow down your footsteps and cherish this place. You cried in the shed when the tractor broke down, and felt like a failure to everyone here. If I could step back through the shadows of time, I'd tell you that troubles clear up in a year. The work that you missed brought a sweeter career. You thought every storm was a mountain to climb, and never took breath to enjoy your sweet time. Don't spend your young dollars on silver and gold, just hold on to Mary before she grows old. The world won't collapse if you put down the load, and beauty stays waiting beside the dirt road. I promise those heartbreaks will soften to grace, so slow down your footsteps and cherish this place. I have all the answers you searched for in vain. The laughter lives long while we forget the pain. You made it through winter, you made it through tears, and now I sit peaceful in grandfather's years. Put down your heavy suitcase tonight, my dear boy. Forgive yourself early and drink from the joy. Mary is waiting right by the front gate. Go kiss her right now. Don't make future days wait. Honey-colored light fell through the dusty diner glass, casting golden shadows as the afternoon slipped past. An old man tipped his faded hat and asked if he could stay, and poured 2 spoons of white sugar to wash his thoughts away. He looked outside and smiled at how the neon sign burned bright, and said the evening always came in that exact same light. He pointed to a picture in a silver pocket frame and whispered how 50 long years couldn't dull her name. A girl in a gingham dress stood by the county fair, while autumn winds blew soft and slow through pinned-up chestnut hair. He traded his only ring to buy her lemonade, and swore he would never leave the promises they made. I told him I was waiting for a train that ran too late, hoping for a letter from a girl in another state. He patted my shoulder with a hand worn thin and dry, and said that young love never dies, it only learns to wait quietly by. The waitress filled our coffee cups without a single word, as quiet as the gentle songs we both had overheard. The diner clock kept ticking like a heart that knows its place, and warm amber rays illuminated every single line upon his face. A girl in a gingham dress stood by the county fair, while autumn winds blew soft and slow through pinned-up chestnut hair. He traded his only ring to buy her lemonade, and swore he would never leave the promises they made. Two strangers sharing coffee while the world was rushing home, finding comfort in the memories we carried on our own. He showed me how a heavy heart can still learn how to sing, just holding on to something pure that time could never ring. He paid his bill and stood up slow and wished me well tonight, then walked out into the street beneath the amber light. I held my letter in my hand and knew what I should write, and watched his shadow fade away into the amber light. You told me yesterday that old clocks lose a minute when it rains. I saw the copper kettle tarnished near the window pane, a half-filled box of matches sitting by the telephone, and 3 misplaced receipts from places where we used to roam. The porch light bugs are quiet now, the screen door off the latch, and somebody left a garden glove inside the berry patch. The years are quiet collectors of the tiny things we leave, like a silver thread pulled away from a favorite sweater sleeve. I stacked the chipped yellow plates inside the pantry drawer, while silver shadows stretch across the pine hardwood floor. Every little detail keeps a secret you once told, a gentle story preserved before the house grows cold. I trace the pencil marks upon the pantry door frame, where 30 years of summer afternoons still hold your name. The radio dial is stuck between two static stations now. A pocket knife sits drying on an apple tree branch bough. Your blue wool cardigan is folded on the hallway chair, with two stray mints in the pocket that you left in there. A bookmark resting on page 94 of Reader's News, beside a worn-out pair of brown leather walking shoes. The years are quiet collectors of the tiny things we leave, like a silver thread pulled away from a favorite sweater sleeve. I stack the chipped yellow plates inside the pantry drawer, while silver shadows stretch across the pine hardwood floor. Every little detail keeps a secret you once told, a gentle story preserved before the house grows cold. I trace the pencil marks upon the pantry door frame, where 30 years of summer afternoons still hold your name. Nothing here is big or loud or trying to explain, just simple little pieces holding up a quiet lane. I notice every single mark that showed you passed through here, and suddenly 40 years ago feels wonderfully near. The clock just lost another minute on the wall. I turn the porch light off and watch the twilight fall. I put the garden glove back in the tool shed drawer and listen to the wind outside the kitchen door. Rough woven tweed feels scratchy underneath my thumb, a lingering habit from the days when we were young. The faded collar carries traces of sweet tea and pulls me back in time to 1963. I press the heavy fabric close against my cheek to hear the soft memory that I came to seek. The quiet hallway disappears into the mist, returning to a moment that I never missed. The porch lights flicker as the evening breezes blow and lead me to the porch we knew so long ago. You held my hand and pulled me fast across a park, lonesome bench beneath broad branches in the dark. Loud thunder crackled as blue sky began to break. Who offered warm cloth that I couldn't take? Two lovers shared this wool until gray rain grew thin, where pure gentle comfort settles on my skin. Smooth silk lining hides inside the inner sleeve, a tiny detail that my hands still recognize and weave. Your mother stitched the corner with a navy thread to fix the little tear above the pocket bed. I feel the needle work and smile through my tears, reaching right across the quiet gap of years. Time is a tailor with a quiet silver shears, trimming away the sorrow from our older years. Yet touching worn out wool can bring the spirit home, so no one in this empty house feels quite alone. I hang the jacket neatly on its wooden frame and whisper to the shadows your beloved name. The closet door swings shut, the daylight fades away, but holding that old cloth restored my yesterday. Number 4 shines quiet on the dark mahogany clock. I imagine myself sitting here when time has turned to dust. A pair of silver spectacles resting on a wooden block, and reading through our letters in a chest of quiet rust. I will hear your gentle step come slowly up the hall, just like you used to do before the winter took it all. The tea will steam inside 2 porcelain cups, and I will close my eyes as the slow moon rises up. Someday I will hold a faded photograph of you and tell the empty parlor every secret of our truth. The gramophone will play the song we danced to in the spring, while golden dust will settle on my silver wedding ring. And though you left too early on a quiet Tuesday evening, I will smile into the shadows as if you were never leaving. The brass pendulum will swing its steady rhythm back and forth. I will look out at the pine trees bending gently toward the north. I remember how you laughed when rain leaked through the porch overhang, and the clear and simple melodies our younger voices sang. Every memory will beside my trembling hand, while memory turns the hour inside a glass of sand. Someday I will hold a faded photograph of youth and tell the empty parlor every secret of our truth. The gramophone will play the song we danced to in the spring, while golden dust will settle on my silver wedding ring. And though you left too early on a quiet Tuesday evening, I will smile into the shadows as if you were never leaving. It has not happened yet, but I can see it plain as day. The way the sunset lingers when the children go to play. I am saving all these moments in a corner of my mind, so the future old man stays in love with what he left behind. The brass clock ticks down to the promised hour. I put the letter back inside the book with dried wildflowers. I will wait for you right here until the light goes dim, and fill the quiet future with our old forgotten hymn. A brass key sits beside my coffee cup. It turned the lock on our first apartment door. I run my thumb along the tarnished edge, and 30 years fade out across the floor. The yellowed paper in the narrow hall, the way you laughed when winter turned the air. I sit here in the quiet kitchen glow and feel your gentle presence sitting there. The pendulum swings slow against the wall. I press the cold piece close inside my hand. You cannot turn a rusted lock today, but holds a world that two could understand. We traded copper coins for simple dreams and danced to static records in the dark. I kept this piece when time moved on its way to save our youth before we lost the spark. Now every quiet afternoon brings back the tender grace of days we cannot track. The tea grows lukewarm on the maple wood. I trace the notch where iron met the frame. You always said old objects keep a soul, and when I touch this brass I hear your name. We left that time tiny hall so long ago. Forgot the key was tucked inside a chest. Yet finding it today brings back the warmth of every single hour we were blessed. The pendulum swings slow against the wall. I press the cold piece close inside my hand. It cannot turn a rusted lock today, but holds a world that two could understand. We traded copper coins for simple dreams and danced to static records in the dark. I kept this peace when time moved on its way to save our youth before we lost the spark. Now every quiet afternoon brings back the tender grace of days we cannot track. Decades take the house and strip the paint. Streets change their names as years roll soft and slow. Yet in my palm this little bit of metal remembers everything we used to know. I lay the key down on the lace tablecloth. The evening light settles warm upon the floor. I close my eyes and take a quiet breath and walk right through that old apartment door. An old milk truck breaks on the corner. Its heavy iron wheels screech and groan. That worn out noise always takes me back to summers when we never walked alone. You held a baseball mitt stuffed in your coat and talked about the towns we would see. The asphalt steam beneath our sneakers then, when staying out late was still free. We saved up pennies in a coffee can and wished the ticking clock would pause. Now every engine humming past my door reminds me of the kids we were. We bought 2 grape sodas behind the Texaco and shared a wooden bench until the street lights glowed. You laughed so hard you spilled it on your favorite shoes and swore that we would never lose this open road. I keep that silver memory like an unspent dime, waiting for your footsteps at the end of time. A trolley horn blares 3 blocks over, a distant tune floating through the screen. I wonder if you still play that old guitar, or if you settle down in Aberdeen. Your mother used to call us from the porch before the evening air turned cold. I find myself listening for your whistle now, though both of us are growing old. Time stole the corner shop and paved the field. It changed the names on every neon sign. But when a tire splashes through a puddle here, I hear your laugh come marching back in line. We bought 2 grape sodas behind the Texaco and shared a wooden bench until the street lights glowed. You laughed so hard, you spilled it on your favorite shoes, and swore that we would never lose this open road. I keep that silver memory like an unspent dime, waiting for your footsteps at the end of time. The street goes quiet as the dusk comes in. I drop 2 nickels in my pocket now. If you ever pass through this town again, my friend, we will sit right down and pay that debt somehow. Yes, we will pay that debt somehow. Burnt sugar drifted through the kitchen screen, where Arthur watched the fading neighborhood. He wiped the counter till the pine was clean, and stacked the firewood where it always stood. His coat was folded on the velvet chair, a lingering fragrance filling up the room. The porch light flickered on at 5:30. He checked the mailbox by the garden gate. He kept every single quiet habit alive, never once complaining that the hour grew late. He poured sweet milk into a silver pot and set 2 mugs upon the tablecloth, remembering how she liked it steamy hot, while outside settled like a gentle moth. The record player spun a melody, and Arthur held a shadow in his mind. Her knitted sweater hangs behind the door, with lavender still clinging to the wool. He doesn't walk the boardwalk anymore, though every evening cup is poured out full. He reads the paper by the yellow lamp and turns the pages carefully and slow. The porch light flickers record on at 5:30. He checked the mailbox by the garden gate. He kept every single quiet habit alive, never once complaining that the hour grew late. He poured sweet milk into a silver pot and set 2 mugs upon the tablecloth, remembering how she liked it steamy hot, while outside settled like a gentle moth. The record player spun a melody, and Arthur held a shadow in his mind. 40 years can pass within a single night, when every corner keeps a little trace. He turns the dial to catch the warm blue light and speaks her name into the open space. He poured sweet milk into a silver pot and set 2 mugs upon the tablecloth, remembering how she liked it steamy hot, while outside settled like a gentle moth. The record player spun a melody, and Arthur held a shadow in his mind. He leaves the porch light burning in the dark, the teacups cool beside the kitchen sink. He hears a distant dog begin to bark and closes up his eyes to sit and think. The house grows quiet in the autumn air. 2 mugs stay waiting on the wooden chair. The parlor stayed completely still until a sudden thought of you broke through the room. Dusty light fell sideways on the windowsill, and lilac-scented air began to bloom. I put my book down gently on the floor, listening for a knock upon the door. The grandfather clock keeps counting down the years. The velvet curtain holds a shade of gold. Every quiet shadow softly disappears, unfolding stories that were never told. You stepped across the porch in 1972, with silver on your sleeves and water on your shoe. We turned the record player low and let the needle glide, while autumn pushed the red oak leaves outside. The kettle hums against the copper stove. A silver spoon rests beside a china bowl. I walk along the silent pine grove, where long ago you took my hand and made me whole. afternoon goes pale behind the trees, swept away by a gentle Sunday breeze. The photo frame is sitting right in place. The hallway runner wears a faded line. I trace the classic angle of your face and catch the moment when your eyes met mine. You stepped across the porch in 1972 with silver on your sleeves and water on your shoe. We turned the record player low and let the needle glide while autumn pushed the red oak leaves outside. Old photographs can only catch the light. They cannot keep the warmth upon your skin. But when the house settles for the night, I unlock the porch and let the music in. You stepped across the porch in 1972 with silver on your sleeves and water on your shoe. We turned the record player low and let the needle glide while autumn pushed the red oak leaves outside. Don't move the blue armchair from where it stands. Leave the porch light burning in the dark. I still hear music played by young familiar hands as twilight settles softly on the park. Where do the old records go when nobody listens? I ask the wall clock, but the second hand just turns. My mind drifts off to that afternoon by the railway line, watching red boxcars roll past under a blue October sky. You had grease on your cuff and a peppermint in your jaw, thinking we had all the time the world could ever hold. One thought tumbles into another like dry autumn leaves. A sweater you lost, a porch light left burning late at night. I reach for a memory and pull up 3 different years at once. We saved every penny inside a blue velvet shoebox on the top shelf, then spent it on gasoline to drive down to the boardwalk by midnight. You laughed at the rain while the neon signs flickered like broken stars, and somehow those plain wooden benches felt warmer than any parlor rug. The road stretched ahead without a single turn we had to plan. Did somebody turn off the street lamps on Main Street early? I was thinking about your sister's wedding in '68. The lemon cake spilled on the grass, the fiddler missing a beat. Funny how the mind skips tracks like an old needle on vinyl, landing right back on the day you bought silver pocket watch. One memory leaks through the ceiling of another afternoon. A wooden screen door slamming shut in the heat of July, and the smell of fresh rain hitting hot pavement long ago. We saved every penny inside a blue velvet shoebox on the top shelf, then spent it on gasoline to drive down to the boardwalk by midnight. You laughed at the rain while the neon signs flickered like broken stars, and somehow those plain wooden benches felt warmer than any parlor rug. The road stretched ahead without a single turn we had to plan. There is no sequence to the things that linger in this room, just a sudden flash of when a coat's hung up in the hallway, and the sound of your boots shaking off the snow by the coal stove. I do not know why I remember the sugar bowl first today. We saved every penny inside a blue velvet shoebox on the top shelf, then spent it on gasoline to drive down to the boardwalk by midnight. You laughed at the rain while the neon signs flickered like broken stars, and somehow those plain wooden benches felt warmer than any parlor rug. The road stretched ahead without a single turn we had to plan. The kettle starts to steam on the back burner now. I place 2 mugs on the oilcloth table like I always do. The evening train whistles far across the river valley. I let my mind wander until the kitchen turns quiet again. This heavy oak chair presses deep into the rug, holding 80 years of weary bones tonight. I sit down slow and pour a cup of tea and write a letter in the yellow light. Young man with big plans and restless eyes, he ran so fast to reach where I am now. He thought every storm was a mountain to climb, and never took breath to enjoy your sweet time. Don't spend your young dollars on silver and gold, just hold on to Mary before she grows old. The world won't collapse if you put down the load, and beauty stays waiting beside the dirt road. I promise those heartbreaks will soften to grace, so slow down your footsteps and cherish this place. You cried in the shed when the tractor broke down, and felt like a failure to everyone here. If I could step back through the shadows of time, I'd tell you that troubles clear up in a year. The work that you missed brought a sweeter career. You thought every storm was a mountain to climb, and never took breath to enjoy your sweet time. Don't spend your young dollars on silver and gold. Just hold on to Mary before she grows old. The world won't collapse if you put down the load, and beauty stays waiting beside the dirt road. I promise those heartbreaks will soften to grace. So slow down your footsteps and cherish this place. I have all the answers you searched for in vain. The laughter lives long while we forget the pain. You made it through winter, you made it through tears, and now I sit peaceful in grandfather's years. Put down your heavy suitcase tonight, my dear boy. Forgive yourself early and drink from the joy. Mary is waiting right by the front gate. Go kiss her right now. Don't make future days wait. Honey-colored light fell through the dusty diner glass, casting golden shadows as the afternoon slipped past. An old man tipped his faded hat and asked if he could stay, and poured 2 spoons of white sugar to wash his thoughts away. He looked outside and smiled at how the neon sign burned bright, and said the evening always came in that exact same light. He pointed to a picture in a silver pocket frame, and whispered how 50 long years couldn't dull her name. Dress stood by the county fair, while autumn winds blew soft and slow through pinned-up chestnut hair. He traded his only ring to buy her lemonade, and swore he would never leave the promises they made. I told him I was waiting for a train that ran too late, hoping for a letter from a girl in another state. He patted my shoulder with a hand worn thin and dry, and said that young love never dies, it only learns to wait quietly by. The waitress filled our coffee cups without a single word, as quiet as the gentle songs we both had overheard. The diner clock kept ticking like a heart that knows its place, and warm amber rays illuminated every single line upon his face. A girl in a gingham dress stood by the county fair, while autumn winds blew soft and slow through pinned up chestnut hair. He traded his only ring to buy her lemonade, and swore he would never leave the promises they made. Two strangers sharing coffee while the world was rushing home, finding comfort in the memories we carried on our own. He showed me how a heavy heart can still learn how to sing, just holding on to something pure that time could never ring. He paid his bill and stood up slow and wished me well tonight, then walked out into the street beneath the amber light. I held my letter in my hand and knew what I should write, and watched his shadow fade away into the amber light. You told me yesterday that old clocks lose a minute when it rains. I saw the copper kettle tarnished near the window pane, a half-filled box of matches sitting by the telephone, and 3 misplaced receipts from places where we used to roam. The porch light bugs are quiet now, the screen door off the latch, and somebody left a garden glove inside the berry patch. The years are quiet collectors of the tiny things we leave, like a silver thread pulled away from a favorite sweater sleeve. I stack the chipped yellow plates inside the pantry drawer, while silver shadows stretch across the pine hardwood floor. Every little detail keeps a secret you once told, a gentle story preserved before the house grows cold. I trace the pencil marks upon the pantry door frame, where 30 years of summer afternoons still hold your name. The radio dial is stuck between 2 static stations now. A pocket knife sits drying on an apple tree branch bough. Your blue wool cardigan is folded on the hallway chair, with 2 stray mints in the pocket that you left in there. A bookmark resting on page 94 of Reader's News, beside a worn-out pair of brown leather walking shoes. The years are quiet collectors of the tiny things we leave, like a silver thread pulled away from a favorite sweater sleeve. I stack the chipped yellow plates inside the pantry drawer, while silver shadows stretch across the pine hardwood floor. Every little detail keeps a secret you once told, a gentle story preserved before the house grows cold. I trace the pencil marks upon the pantry door frame, where 30 years of summer afternoons still hold your name. Nothing here is big or loud or trying to explain, just simple little pieces holding up a quiet lane. I notice every single mark that showed you passed through here, and suddenly 40 years ago feels wonderfully near. The clock just lost another minute on the wall. I turn the porch light off and watch the twilight fall. I put the garden glove back in the tool shed drawer and listen to the wind outside the kitchen door. Rough woven tweed feels scratchy underneath my thumb, a lingering habit from the days when we were young. The faded collar carries traces of sweet tea and pulls me back in time to 1963. I press the heavy fabric close against my cheek to hear the soft memory that I came to seek. The quiet hallway disappears into the mist, returning to a moment that I never missed. The porch lights flicker as the evening breezes blow and lead me to the porch we knew so long ago. You held my hand and pulled me fast across a park. We found some bench beneath broad branches in the dark. Loud thunder crackled as blue sky began to break. Who offered warm cloth that I couldn't take? Two lovers shared this wool until gray rain grew thin, where pure gentle comfort settles on my skin. Smooth silk lining hides inside the inner sleeve, a tiny detail that my hands still recognize and weave. Your mother stitched the corner with a navy thread to fix the little tear above the pocket bed. I feel the needlework and smile through my tears, reaching right across the quiet gap of years. Time is a tailor with a quiet silver shears, trimming away the sorrow from our older years. Yet touching worn out wool can bring the spirit home, so no one in this empty house feels quite alone. wooden frame and whisper to the shadows your beloved name. The closet door swings shut, the daylight fades away, but holding that old cloth restored my yesterday. Number 4 shines quiet on the dark mahogany clock. I imagine myself sitting here when time has turned to dust. A pair of silver spectacles resting on a wooden block, and reading through our letters in a chest of quiet rust. I will hear your gentle step come slowly up the hall, just like you used to do before the winter took it all. The tea will steam inside 2 porcelain cups, and I will close my eyes as the slow moon rises up. Someday I will hold a faded photograph of you and tell the empty parlor every secret of our truth. The gramophone will play the song we danced to in the spring, while golden dust will settle on my silver wedding ring. And though you left too early on a quiet Tuesday evening, I will smile into the shadows as if you were never leaving. The brass pendulum will swing its steady rhythm back and forth. I will look out at the pine trees bending gently toward the north. I remember how you laughed when rain leaked through the porch overhang, and the clear and simple melodies our younger voices sang. Every memory will bloom again inside this quiet room. The tea will cool beside my trembling hand, while memory turns the hour inside a glass of sand. Someday I will hold a faded photograph of youth and tell the empty parlor every secret of our truth. The gramophone will play the song we danced to in the spring, while golden dust will settle on my silver wedding ring. And though you left too early on a quiet Tuesday evening, I will smile into the shadows as if you were never leaving. It has not happened yet, but I can see it plain as day. The way the sunset lingers when the children go to play. I am saving all these moments in a corner of my mind, so the future old man stays in love with what he left behind. The brass clock ticks down to the promised hour. I put the letter back inside the book with dried wildflowers. I will wait for you right here until the light goes dim, and fill the quiet future with our old